What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to another live stream here at Business Podcasters Business Insider. I had to read that off of my own notes. I got too many things going on. I honestly have way too many things going on. And it falls in line with what I want to talk about today. Um, when you start having all these ideas of programs and stuff and things that you can be doing, the problem is you have a tendency of getting lost in the weeds, because everything's all over the place. You don't know left from right. You have like five different things going on at the same time, and it can get confusion. It can get really, really, really confusing. The position of this thing is so distracting. Sorry, folks. It's a little bit of ADHD happening right there. That's a little better. So today what I want to talk about is streamlining your processes. Because if you can get this, if you can understand how to streamline your process of you're doing anything, when it's creating content, pushing out content, I just want to check one thing. There. Now the audio is probably a little bit better. So when you can streamline your processes, things become easier. And if you've done any form of content creation, when it comes to podcasting, Facebook, social media posts, blogging, live streaming, you can get lost in the weeds very easily. So what we do here at the, I was going to say Feel Fitness, what we do here at Resilient Reboot Productions, which is the big company that surrounds Podcasters Business Insider, the Fitness Oracle, the Last True Rebellion, what we have is systems in place that we follow on a daily basis. I'm going to show you guys today the system that I use to push out content for the Fitness Oracle, because it's our biggest thing right now. But before we do, let's give a big shout out to our sponsors. So, and I had it and I just closed it. I just closed it. Are you ready to take your life to the next level? Join the Fitness Oracle podcast today and get exclusive access to a wide range of exciting perks. As a subscriber, you'll be the first to know about our new episodes, and you'll get early access before they're released to the public. But that's not all. You'll also receive a one-on-one phone call with me where we'll discuss your fitness goals and how we can help you achieve them. And you'll get free access to a private community where we hold community calls to talk about the episodes and how they apply and how you're applying them to your life. And that's not all. As a member of our exclusive community, you'll gain access to some exciting programs that we're about to launch so that you can continue your journey towards health and wellness. Join the Fitness Oracle podcast today and start your journey towards a happier, healthier you. Bear with me, folks. I'm a one-man show here. Are you interested in getting yourself to the next level? Have you always wondered how do you start your journey to become a personal trainer? CPTN has made it super easy for you to do it either online or in person. In person, if you are in the GTA area, online anywhere in Canada, US, Australia, I believe they're in Australia. And personal training has changed my life personally in more ways than I can count, more ways than I can share with you. Sign up today and use the code TFO10, that's TFO10, to get a 10% discount on probably the most and powerful onboarding personal training course that there is out there. And believe me, I've seen quite a bit. I've seen quite a few of them. Sign up today and start your new side hustle that will not only transform you but also transform the lives of hundreds of different people. Now, let's talk about wins. What wins did we have from yesterday? Yesterday, I said I was going to go out and talk to a bunch of small business owners. I did, and I was shocked. I was absolutely amazed, blown away, actually. And I'm so happy that I did it. I want to do it again today. However, time constraints. I have to edit an episode today, so it's editing. So I really can't do that. I spoke to seven local businesses, and out of the seven, five said yes. One said yes, but not right now because they're doing a little bit of transition with a few things. And we are looking to into deeper talks with these local businesses on on getting on board with a fitness oracle, having them as a sponsor, and getting all this great stuff done. We also got blog posts done. That's another big win up until the end of September. Now, I'll explain what I mean by this a little bit later on in the show. But for two places, I wanted for four, but we got two done, which is I'm considering that as a win. So those are the two big wins that we had yesterday. And obviously 75 hard. I'm on track with everything, so that's always great. Losses. There's a couple of programs that I'm actually currently enrolled in. I wouldn't say enrolled, that I'm doing. I'll say enrolled. I haven't done them. So I'm considering that as a loss because I know for business wise there is something that I'm trying to do with these two with these two courses. One is public speaking, the other is trying to carve out exactly how this whole mess of stuff that I have, how it's all going to fit in. So, and get me a little bit more clear so I'm not, lost in the weeds. So that I didn't have a chance to do yesterday. I'm going to see if I can squeeze it in at the end of the day today and get these two courses at least one is like halfway through, but I'm slowly chipping away at it. The other one is haven't really started it, which is pretty bad. Another big loss is there's another project that I'm actually doing. With over the years, I am looking to create a book And that book is gonna. I'm trying to form my talks around that specific book. I'm not going to get into it too much. That's going to get started hopefully in July. I'm going to start that project probably in July. Just being realistic. Releasing 2 episodes per week has its own challenges that I didn't expect. Um, I have stopped bringing on new guests to the Fitness Oracle just because there's just so much to do. There's just so much to do, and trying to be a one man show on this whole thing is time consuming with everything, with editing, with copywriting, as you guys know from last week, how time intensive it can be. And maintaining the podcast, maintaining the blog posts, maintaining the newsletter. Now we're releasing a second newsletter for the Fitness Oracle because the people who've subscribed to the Resilient Reboot Productions newsletter, it feels like I'm spamming them. Like I'm going to be releasing 3 newsletters per week. I don't want to do that. So there's a lot of stuff, and it feels like I'm getting lost in the weeds right now. So it while it is a win, I am feeling like it's a loss. So before we continue, let's have a word from our sponsors. I got to get used to doing this and not laughing while I'm doing it because this is no joke. Personal training. Oh, wow. What can I say about personal training? It is life changing. It is a life changing side hustle that you will have. Some people make it into a career and it can become a lucrative career. However, if you're looking to make I wouldn't call it easy. I wouldn't call it easy, but it is an easy side hustle. It's probably one of the most lucrative side hustles that you can have in your entire life. Not just financially, but also personally. It is life changing. CPTN makes it easy for you to learn the business of personal training. Their CPTN Art and Science of Personal Training course is probably hands down one of the best personal training courses out there. If you want to be able to transform your life and transform the lives of others in an effective and meaningful way, CPTN, the art and science of personal training, is your way to go. Use the code TFO10. That's TFO10 to get an extra 10% off of the program. And that's both for online courses and in person. If you are in the GTA, Greater Toronto area, highly recommend in person. But the online course is also top notch. Now, back to what we were talking about. Oh, no. One more sponsor. One more sponsor. Let's talk about Podmatch. Podmatch has been a game changer. Podmatch. It is because of Podmatch why I am so busy with podcasting. It is hands down the best place to get a whole SWAT of people, of new. Sorry, folks. I really need to get better with this. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So Podmatch is dating site for podcasters. Not really. Not really. Alex, if you ever watch this, I'm joking. Um, it is a matchmaking site for podcasters and people who want to be guests on podcasts. I guarantee you, you will be swamped with requests if you're a podcaster and you're just starting out. So long as you have one episode that's published on iTunes, sign up for your account, use the code below to gain access to Podmatch, and trust me, you will never be out of guests. And if you are a guest, you have access to some of the best podcasts in the world. It is no joke, one of the best places to be on, just to be on podcasts, or if you have a podcast, the best, hands down. So what's up for today? Today we are we are talking about streamlining your processes for your podcast. The way that I do it is I use Trello. I haven't opened it up in a while, so my Trello is going to be a little bit outdated, so forgive me for this. I actually have to clean it up today. I'll clean it up right now. I'll clean up some of the processes with you. Let's get started. Can you see this? All right, let's get rid of this. So I use Trello. I've created this one template card for all my guests. These are all the guests that I have in outreach. This, I don't know. This was a test, so I can just delete that. That was just a test. So all these are potential people that I have to follow up with. These are all the people that I have a discovery call with. Like I said, I have to clean this up. We already did the this person. We already did the post-production, and he'd be in video editing because that's who we're editing today. Okay, so as I go through the cycle of the episode, these guys move forward and forward and forward. So I have a visual representation of where the episode really is, like post-production. I have Owen Santos, which we are editing today. If you move, we have scheduling. Still have to schedule Gregory Birch and Rachel Lavin. We're going to do that when we do scheduling, which is Friday. And Owen will move over there. Discovery. No, we already checked. Episode release. Post-production. I should have people here. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Right. So under workspaces, because I've broken this down into separate workspaces, right? You have the production workspace, you have the promotion workspace. So I've broken it down so I can, be a little bit more clear with everything. So I know where everything is. For example, Harmony Woodington, her episode came out today. So day of, that moves over here. And if I move her here, I get to scroll down. These are all my tasks that I have to perform. There's 99 tasks that I perform on each episode. So notify guest, that was done. Episode release to Mighty Networks, that was done. Blog post to Medium, that is done. Social media, all this stuff is done. Remember on Friday where we talked about scheduling and how I go through the schedule and I just post everything up for the entire year. That's all done here. So all I have to do at this point is just click on the card, tick, 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 tick. 3 days from now, this moves here. 2 days later, it moves here. A day later, it moves here. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is how to do this with less clicks. So basically automation. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. And to be honest, the automation part will make my life so much easier. So much easier. I really want to figure out how to do the automation part because it could free up so much, not just time for me, but not just time for me, but more on the lines of uh, if I forget to do something because I have so much going on, then I don't have to worry about, oh, did I go into Trello? Did I move the card? I know the card's been moved. I know I'm tracking things properly. And automation AI helps you do that. Now, I know there's a couple tools like Zapier and everything, but I'm trying to keep everything on a budget, on a very tight budget. I'm not trying to open up the floodgates of how much money can I spend because yeah, you can spend $2,000-3,000 a month, $5,000 a month in stuff like this. I'm trying to keep it. How do I keep this on a very tight budget so I don't have to spend so much money? Now, that comes with its own uh, challenges, like I have to do this manually instead of buying Trello or buying Zapier. Uh, let's. So there are probably some tools that will help you streamline this and do it automatically. I haven't come across them yet. Uh, I think Pipeline Pro does. I haven't really played around with Pipeline Pro yet. I do have a lifetime membership with them, so I get to play around with it whenever. I haven't played around with it, so I have no idea. So this is one way of streamlining the way that I keep track and streamline my podcast. Now, there's other aspects to the podcast, like sponsors. What do I do with sponsors? This is a new problem that I have, which is a good problem. How do I keep track of the onboarding? How do I keep track of the maintenance? How do I keep track of the renewals? How do I keep track of how many episodes have they been on? How many episodes do they have left? at what point do I send out a reminder? Oh, you have two more episodes left. Would you like to renew? So it's just these kinds of problems, good problems that I'm starting to have, which is a good thing, not a bad thing. There's good problems and bad problems. For 6 months, I had bad problems. And the funny thing is, you have bad problems and you realize when you get out of it, those were good problems. Different story. Different story. So what's up for tomorrow? Tomorrow we are going to be doing. I'm going to be doing copywriting for the episode with Owen, and I'm going to put a big, huge emphasis on the blog posts for Mighty Networks and the newsletter. So I want to iron that out for the next six months. And why would I want to do it for the next 6 months? Because I don't have to worry about it for 6 months. That's why. I can just push out, schedule the content, and I don't have to think about it next time. I don't have to. Oh, did I write up a blog post? Oh, I missed this day. I will never miss a day. When you schedule out, when you streamline that process of content, then you don't have to worry about missing a day. There are some people like John Lee Dumas who schedules out his podcast episodes 8 to 12 months, 75 days, 190 days into the future. That frees up time for him to do whatever he wants with his life. That's where I'm trying to get, but I don't want to be posting or scheduling out content 3 months out into the future. Content meaning episodes, because I don't want my guests waiting that long. Like 3 months from now will be August. I don't want my guests waiting till August, September for their episodes. I want it in 6 weeks. So it's a personal thing. Me personally, I like the 6 weeks, the 6-week release date. It's not too far into the future, but it's not too close, and it gives you a little bit of a buffer. But if you have, like I have, 12 guests in the pipeline, I don't have to worry about content because I have content coming. I'm okay for the next quarter. I'm fine for the next quarter. It's after the next quarter when I start releasing a second or a third episode per week. And I can plan this out. Now, the first part of this whole planning is going to be crazy. So I may pause bringing on new people. I'll fill up my schedule with guests to make sure that I have at least a quarter amount of people. So 3 times, how many weeks in a quarter? No, how many? So I'll have like 6 weeks. 6 times 3 is what? 20, 18. So I have 18 guests in the pipeline, plus the guests that are already scheduled. So another 3 guests, another 3 episodes. So 18, that's what, 20, 21 episodes already done and dusted, ready to be scheduled, ready to be recorded. I'm safe for the next quarter. Then I will pause. Bringing on new people so I can get comfortable doing 3 episodes per day. And it's just an escalation from one to another, to another, to another, to another, until you get to 7 episodes. Can't go any more than seven episodes. I don't recommend, and I think John Lee Dumas would agree, don't do 2 episodes per day. It's too much. You know what I mean? It's too much content. It's too much noise, and people don't like too much noise. I don't like too much noise. So tomorrow, I kind of went off on a weird tangent there. Tomorrow we're going to be I'm going to be doing copywriting. I'm going to be sharing with you. Uh, we've already done quite a bit with how I do my copywriting, so I won't discuss that. Um, yeah, I'll figure something out for tomorrow. As I talk, I usually think of stuff all the time. So it would be greatly beneficial for us to have you guys, you amazing human beings out there, spread the word of the Fitness Oracle. Listen to the episode or watch it. If you're watching it on YouTube or Rumble, please like, please share, and please hit that notification button because there's a lot coming with Resilient Reboot Productions and the Fitness Oracle and the Podcasters Insider over the span of the rest of the year. Over the span of the rest of the year. I'm not doing that to myself ever again. I did it, and that was too much. Way too much. If you listen to the Fitness Oracle on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Breaker FM, or whatever streaming service that you use, please give us a 5-star rating and a positive review, as it does help the algo, and it helps us. It helps us get that word out to help men who are suffering and women who are suffering from depression, and the more earballs and eyeballs that we can get on that show, the better we can all do. And it costs you nothing. Nothing. Now, if you want insider tip, if you want to be on the inside, sign up to our free newsletter for the Fitness Oracle, which we are going to be releasing in June. That's the June launch of the Fitness Oracle. The link is in the comments. Click on the link, sign up for the newsletter, and we're going to be having a ton of great content coming out with the newsletter. And that's it, folks. That is it for today. So I hope you guys have a very productive day. I know I went off a little bit too much overtime, but there was a lot to talk about, apparently. I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a productive day, and make it an awesome one.